Hi, nice to have you, Anshuman, for this interview. So, Anshuman is basically a threat researcher at CloudSEK. He has been into multiple cybersecurity roles as well as a technical content writer. Today, we'll be knowing about his journey and sharing insights about his journey to be helpful for the future cybersecurity students. So let's get started. So starting with my first question, I wanted to know about your journey into cybersecurity. You started your journey as a technical content writer, then shifted to penetration tester. Later on, you did internships, then worked at CloudSEK. So, where did you get the interest to join into the field of cybersecurity, and what motivated you to join cybersecurity? Was it a personal interest, or as a passion, or like a hobby from your childhood or school time?
Mm, that's a very good question. As far as I remember, when I was a student in school, I would say, but that time I didn't have any access to any computer system because my at my home it's very kind of rural area where even electricity was a big of a problem. Means not every day you will find electricity. So I grew up in that environment. So it was not that time I was not having any access to any what is internet, how it works. So I didn't have any idea. But I remember when around 2017 I went to for having started like for IIT JEE preparation. I went to Kota. There, I didn't check or I didn't have those access of computers and all. But then I went to friend home or nearby cities where my friend stays there. I used to have the an understanding of computers, right? Games mostly.
Yeah.
With the games you introduced to the computer first. So
Yeah.
that was my age at that time. But then after when I move into Kota and find interesting or like we used to go to cyber cafe for playing game for like only Sunday. There was a holiday and then we used to just spend 1 hour and 2 hours playing games.
Okay.
That time I first got access to the that broadband internet because
Okay.
cyber cafe is also connected
Yeah.
to the internet. So there I tried to search a lot of fields because definitely I decided to go with engineering.
Yeah.
But then that time I tried to explore different fields of engineering. What are the things that you will get to learn from those subjects of that particular engineering courses?
Yeah.
Then gradually I mostly looked for the computer science branches. Then I found out that okay, there's something called cybersecurity or hacking. That was the term that I came across.
Yeah.
And then from there I tried to search some videos, YouTube videos that time, and watch it. And luckily, not sure if you have watched one of the video by Rahul. He given a TED Talks in 2016.
Okay.
So that video was there where he also shown practically what he. It's mostly cyber security or ethic hacking basically in terms of. So that I watch in there by sitting cyber
That
because
was
I
the
didn't
start,
know
yeah.
I didn't know about any cyber security course
Yeah.
or anything, and for the matter I didn't know Rahul that time.
Hmm.
So the first time when I just watched the video and got some understanding for okay, this will happen and these are the ways you can explore cybersecurity. Cybersecurity in terms of web applications is there, mobile applications or other internet devices you can control. Basically, it's cybersecurity nothing to make sure that nothing is the devices are working properly, that the way they should. It's not getting abused or controlled by some other person that shouldn't have control over those devices,
Okay.
right? So now Then I went into college where I chose the minor as the cybersecurity. At that time, I know that I will go into cybersecurity, but then definitely in the computer science BTech you have to know everything about operating systems, others programming languages, and
Yeah.
whatever general criterias are there or the subjects you have to know in order to
Basically a foundation.
for foundations.
Yeah.
So from there, I got access to some of the organizations. I would say student clubs where I get motivated from the seniors. From this field, like they were doing good, they were playing CTFs, and some of the senior I know was a very good CTF player who were like top in India that time.
Yeah.
I got to understanding like where should we start and all. From there, and we have some of the professors who were good, having good practical understanding of cybersecurity field that time. So it was a very good addition for me. Whatever they suggest to read or through or something, understanding, because that time I was not having the slightest idea of cybersecurity, how I will be a red teamer or blue teamer. Right now there are a lot of other fields, right?
Yeah.
And there are, like in India,
plenty of
actually,
resources
yes,
are there.
Correct. Plenty of resources was there, and various courses are there also.
Yeah.
But that time there was nothing.
It was just
some certification course offered by EC Council and COMPTIA. The two player was there for basic cybersecurity certifications. After that, there are offensive security and all. But then right now there are too many players. Like when 2018, I remember 18 or 19, that time the TryHackMe came in, TryHackMe.com. It was founded that year only when we participated. That time every room were free. So we played there, and CTF we used to participate in PICO CTF and other like means local I won't say local, but it's organized by our college.
Kind of like a tournament.
Yes, correct. CTF, that is capture the flag. So to participate. From there we got to learn the idea of cybersecurity. And most it helped the understanding of programming language, understanding of basics of computer architecture and operating system, and understanding of database management system, and basic programming language of how a web application works. That really helped me. So, and then from there, that's a understanding of the foundation of cybersecurity, I would say. After that, when we like there was no companies comes to our, like very few, I won't say no, but then very few companies come for placement requirement for exact role, the cybersecurity roles, right? So that's why I didn't opt for any placement or anything. But then again, I want to I'm really interested in knowing practically how it should work in the real world and all. From there, like various, like LinkedIn is the very best option where you can connect with people of same minded, and you get a lot of resources, understanding, just talk to them what I have done, that connecting with people, understanding if there any opening in the company, if I can get enrolled or any role. I worked for free most of the internships because I wanted to know. So money that time, luckily, that was not a problem for me that time when in college. Like I would say, from third year itself, I started exploring small roles in terms of sometimes training the juniors, like teaching what I know about cybersecurity, the basics of various concept, various framework, or how to do network pen testing, or various protocol pen testing, and small topic I know, and I used to teach to the juniors. And from there, it like that's the thing that helped me to understand the concept more clearly. right?
Yeah.
This happens when you teach something,
someone. Yeah,
somebody.
exactly.
So that actually, that's the way when I got into various training opportunities and all provided by some of the professors or the assistant teachers were there in my college. They gave me opportunity. I trained some of the people, and from there, like it was like word of mouth that okay.
Yeah.
So I got all the opportunities that way, and then COVID came in, and then it was like very of crazy situation where more than one and a half year everybody was locked down in a home. So that was the best moment for me, because that time there was lot of shortcomings in my concepts which I got cleared, and during that time explored everything. And that, like, consistency, what I can say, it's I have done, like, consistently practiced the TryHackMe rooms, the hack the box rooms, or played CTFs, watch videos, or read blogs, understand each and every concepts. And then what actually happens when I got a chance to interview at CloudSEK, and that's how got internship directly to CloudSEK. It was around to 2021.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my journey. Like, I would say, like, from a student to transitioning to this kind of roles.
Okay. It's really good that you had a very much passion towards cybersecurity, while many of them were wasting the time during that COVID. Even though internet was booming, they could have used it for betterment of themselves. So I'll go with my next question, which is your role, your transition to professional roles. Like, you started as a technical document writer as an intern, then you continued multiple internships, then you joined as a researcher at CloudSEK. So you did penetration testing as your first cybersecurity work as an intern. So this period of internship, were you doing this during your college days, or was it after graduation?
Okay. So I started, as I mentioned, that I started exploring this kind of, started with content writing, because content writing was basic content writing. It was for programming languages.
Yeah.
Whatever you see in Geeks for Geeks, right? There are a lot of tutorials of C, C++, or some basic concept of programming, DSA algorithms and all. So there was some organization, Include Help. There was one, like, organization where I used to write content for them. There are other freelance kind of content writing I have done. So that was for, again, like, those kind of thing helped me to build my foundation more stronger. And then after that I used to those kind of role was parallelly I was doing basically.
During your college?
Yes, during the college itself.
Okay.
And the third year and the last semester, I was got this opportunity where train the students.
Yeah.
Right. And then another role was a security analyst and networking pen testing.
Okay.
And there was some organization was startup basically, and definitely they couldn't afford other salaried personals and all, and that's how I saw the opportunity that okay, this is the company who is setting up their infrastructure and all. That's how I just approached to those guys. Hey, can I get an internship? I will do it for free, and definitely I will work properly, like the way you can have an agreement with me, or maybe whatever NOC and everything is there, NDA sign, we can do that. So officially then that was my first internship as a professional internship, I would say, happened. And there I learned this kind of networking pen testing, web application pen testing, as in various apps top 10 bugs and all. So
you were doing just to learn?
Yeah, I was doing just to learn, but it's on real environment. I have to create reports, I have to
do
fill
exactly
all the use cases, as a normal pen tester does. But I was doing internship there, so I learned there. There was lot of new things I learned from those internships as well. And then when doing it, like I did it for 1 year, not the same organization, because internships the period was six months. So other organization I got a chance and I did some more pen testing or training there. Like training means giving training to the juniors, right? So while doing that, I got some more experience, and somehow I felt that okay, but this is not. And that time, actually, all the cybersecurity roles were opening up, or understanding of cybersecurity came to India.
Awareness was getting created.
Exactly. During COVID also, most of the people busy with bug bounty and all. But then I did bug bounty, but not in that way to get money or something. It was fun, and I was doing bug bounty since my college days itself. But then, the chances of getting those being tried and all, because my understanding was not that level high that time. But it was fun doing those kind of thing and getting a lot of resources and studying. And finally I realized that okay, I will do something that will give me more like keep me up with more adrenaline rush into myself, like by observing how threat actors or the scammers are doing scams. So those are the things, like really right now, even today, like gives me a lot of kick, I would say. That study their behavior, how they're doing it, or because from those kind of thing you get to know the creativity,
being a move ahead of them.
So to understand it, so that's where I moved into this threat researcher role in CloudSEK.
Okay. That's very insightful about your roles in cybersecurity. So let's move on to the other question, which is your role at CloudSEK. You are currently a threat researcher at CloudSEK, which is basically researching about what, as you said, like finding what is going on in the current industry, not only working internally, but also checking what is going on outside and documenting it. Can you explain what exactly do you do? Or else you can also brief about it if you don't want to disclose everything completely.
So it's a very like I guess simple role, I would say. As a threat researcher, you need to look out for all the external threats. So at CloudSEK, what we do is external threat monitoring or threat intelligence, product based company, right? So there we look for all the possibilities how a threat actor can gain access to any organization, whether it's enterprise, whether it's medium and small businesses. There are a lot of attack vectors are there. Attack vector could be some vulnerabilities in some web applications, some other product or some servers or any applications that the organization is using. So externally, how you can identify it's by various ways. Like it could be possible that, let's say, one Google's like Google Workspace credential is leaked by an employee via stealer malwares. So those are the things that we do at CloudSEK, that correlation of the how attack chain can form.
Right? From that they gain access to.
So this is known as indicator of initial access vector. So the attack chain basically it's known as. So that's what we research, we document, we write blogs about, and mostly my key focus area is understanding how new phishing campaigns are how sophisticated phishing campaigns are run by scammers or the threat actors or APT groups, and how they evade detections. And based on that, there we need to study the evasion techniques that they are using. Based on that, we create rules or automate things that way, so that we can detect those
Yeah.
anomalies as
Yeah.
well. So yeah, that's a part where we do, and also somehow in my role I used to automate the process where we can submit those malicious domains to the service providers for takedown purposes.
Yeah.
So these are the, I would say, day to day role.
Tasks.
But then there's no as such defined process. But then mostly if something is concerning externally, threat actor can do.
You will notify.
We will do research, do study, and write blogs and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Keep it internal documentation as well.
Yeah,
right?
internal documentation is there for building stuff and
Mhm.
automating those things, but then reporting is very important in
Yeah.
threat research field. So there are mainly three kind of reports we can create: is malware intelligence.
Okay.
Second is vulnerability intelligence, which talks about the vulnerabilities and all. And third is adversary intelligence, which talk about the adversary nature. It could be a threat actor profile. It could be a report regarding a particular initial access vector, where we have seen a particular threat actor group or scammers or threat actors are exploiting a particular vulnerability in the wild.
From there it gets larger.
larger. So we need to address that thing, that this is the vulnerability, this is the thing that can be affected. We have a version of that particular a product, and how scammers are finding those and exploiting, and how as the organization's SOC team can prevent that from happening.
Okay.
Right, so they can read those reports, and based on that they can create rules, or sometimes we provide rules for detections as well.
Yeah. It is a very challenging thing to find out those vulnerabilities and document everything. Provide report to provide report to the organizations. So it is very important role that you are playing. So during this role, you might have faced your many challenges and lessons you would have learned. Let it be as a threat researcher or as a person who is working into cybersecurity, starting from your journey as a student to now, what challenges and lessons have you learned from those challenges you faced?
So first, when we started, it's very much advisable to all the beginners who currently want to pursue this career in cybersecurity, or maybe the beginners in the cybersecurity. To them it's very important to understand the basics of networkings, operating systems, databases, and web applications.
Yeah.
Like basic how the things works in terms of various protocol, whether how they are communicating. You need to know the inside and out.
Yeah.
To doesn't matter which field you will choose, whether it is security analyst, whether it's a penetration tester, whether it's threat researcher, threat analyst, or SOC analyst. Doesn't matter, you need to know those things. But yeah, I totally agree that you need not to know all the things, or maybe all the things in depth, but then the foundation is very important in terms of it will help you to decide which role you are more attracted towards, or like
Comfortable with.
you not comfortable, I would say, because if you are comfortable with something, I believe that you should move on from that.
Yeah.
Because it will make you too much lazy that you won't be learning anything.
Right.
Like
That should be
cybersecurity,
challenging.
yes,
Yeah.
cybersecurity is not at all comfortable career option, because as of now, after the AI came into play, the ChatGPT came into play, and OpenAI started doing research. You have seen multiple companies invested in a heavy amount of research into AI space. like everything can be done within minute and seconds, but then the challenge is to learn all the concept of the basic things that required to perform your job or analyze the data or find the anomalies. So that is very crucial. So that means you need to know the basics, and then the challenge you will face on a daily basis is learning new things on a every day. Like every day, like I used to read all the blogs or the news that comes in. The hacker news is a good source to start with. You get to know the every day what are the new vulnerabilities comes in, what are the things happening in industry wise. So there are a couple of other good source of news for cybersecurity related. That's really help you to understand what you need to learn more.
Okay.
So that way, I believe it's very exhausting sometimes, but again, this is a process and this is a part of the job that you have to do. So that's the only thing I can see as a challenge as well as a learning for me. That
Okay.
I remind myself every day that I have to, keep up with every other latest news that's coming out. Some breach happens, some data breaches, or maybe some attack or going on, or some vulnerability is exploited in the wild. So
Yeah.
such kind of information it's need to know.
As you said about the lessons and learning about the foundation, I was about to forget about your startup, which is writing Zines. So it is. I saw that it is very helpful, and it is written in a format where everyone will enjoy to learn.
Mhm.
Like it's in a comic form.
Mhm.
So can you tell about it? How it is?
So yeah, SecurityZines when all started in the lockdown itself. So
Yeah.
there was another one of the senior I met via Twitter.
Ram,
No, it's Rohit.
Rohit, yeah.
Yeah, Rohit. So who is the guy? Like I used to do it. It's not like new to me, but then in my college or maybe some school days as well to learn some concept, whether it's physics, whether it's something that diagrammatically I can represent something. It's very helpful for me to take notes or remember
Yeah.
things.
Hmm.
So that's how I basically generally do the things. Now it actually I posted online that thing when it was lockdown, because that we got plenty of time. I
Yeah.
was doing all the readings and all, and as I also mentioned in the beginning, if you want to learn something in depth, it's better that you explain it to somebody else, or teach teach it to someone who is
Yeah.
junior to you, and that's how it will make your concept more clear. So that was the case, and then I started drawing this on digitally. Previously, I was doing pen and paper, but I didn't post it anywhere. But it just that fun, and then I got to see the Rohit's same thing he was doing. But he has an iPad where he was doing stuff, and
Yeah.
I randomly saw I liked that concept, and I asked, bro, what you use? I really like the concept and all. So I was like, he told me that he was using some software and like iPad, and for there initially started. I couldn't afford iPad that time, so I bought some of the Wacom tablet. It's you can plug it in laptop and you can draw it. So that's how I started, and I started liking it, and I started with. Uh, I guess some name I picked up. I was not associated with security agents initially, and then I picked up some name. I'm forgetting. SecurityZines, or I gave some other Wizard Giants or something.
Okay.
I gave that kind of name
Hmm.
to the giants I was creating. But then we discussed and we shared, like our learning, how to do, what to do, and I always send whatever I drawn. I send it to him, ask him to review whether it's looking good, because he also from cybersecurity and he was doing good. Like that time, he is right now a staff security engineer.
Okay.
So that time he was also like, even for any advice, any kind of advice, I used to reach out to him. So then one day he was saying, why we are doing separately, let's do it together. Then I came in as a co-founder of SecurityZines, and then we started doing it. We got like, there was one ByteByteGo was one of the good system design e-commerce, sorry, not e-commerce, sorry, e-tech platform, where he teaches about all the system designs, and from very big software engineering industry, they comes in for like their courses. They have some books. So the guy name is Alex. He reached out to us for some collaboration with them. So then we started also that, and that's how we generally, like moved it forward with security designs. And mostly the main thing is it's mostly free, but we need to bear certain cost of some subscription of some domains and hosting. Basically we need some hosting cost. That's why we have subscription model as well, but then generally it's free for everyone.
Like as you said, you to learn anything, you should teach it to someone. That is where you created writing Zines, showing your digital creativity as well as teaching people using that. It is we say, right, like if you are a techie, you contribute to the community by using your knowledge.
Correct.
Yeah, that's how it works. The community will grow and people learn from it. So it is a very nice platform for anyone who is interested to learn cybersecurity as well as web concepts. So I would highly recommend to check out Writing Zines website. I'll leave the link in the description so everyone who is interested can check out. So let's move on to our next question, which is advice to the students. Basically, you can say that whether any student who is like, whether he may be from any background, cybersecurity doesn't matter about degree. It is mostly related to skills. So should students go for certifications or try learning from free resources, attending TryHackMe or events or conferences of cybersecurity and learning from those? Would you recommend anyone to learn from free resources or take certifications which are highly licensed, like COMPTIA and some of other cybersecurity courses? So this is the question.
Okay. So yeah, this is very generic questions, and it's a common question, I would say, asked by most of the like my juniors as well as who are beginners in cybersecurity. Yes, I totally agree. There's nothing against certification. Certification has their own purpose, and learning with practical examples and solving something, that's the only way, I guess, cybersecurity in any cybersecurity professional has learned, right? Whatever they have learned today, whether it's solving some CTFs, capture the flag competitions, or hack the box, or TryHackMe kind of platform also gave a lot of good resources, free labs where you can practice and make sure that whatever you learned, you know practically how to do that. So that's first important, and it was always important for me from the beginning, that if I know or I claim that this topic is I have read, or I like I have gone through. So I make sure that practically also I know how to do that, or if the logic is clear uh, of a certain concept, like let's say SSH pen testing, uh, I would know the types, the way I can do it, the cases I can use it, and there should be some exceptions as well, or some more, like there are various version of SSH. There are some vulnerabilities associated with that, why it works, how it works. So I'm not saying you need to know everything, but that's how I look at things. If something I'm stuck at, I go through all the maybe the basic. First of all, I make sure I know the basic of anything, whether it's some protocol, whether it's something that I have to detect one attack, so, or maybe some technique that threat actor are using. So I just want to learn the basic, the how. Okay, this is the function of the particular. It could be a software, or it could be some device, or it could be some application. But then how threat actor are using or abusing it, then that comes later, right?
Yeah.
If you know the basics how it works, then it's very easy for you to know, okay, this goes wrong if it happens this way, or the way threat actor are abusing. So that means anybody can abuse it, and then only you can fix those things. So that's the way I think I look at. But then again, a lot of my friends also are done with certifications from various organizations. They have red teaming certification, blue teaming certifications, and in general the basic certifications from various affiliated organizations like EC Councils and COMPTIA, and there's INE also there. But it was not like they wanted to do it because world needs it. No, because see, I don't have any certification, but I know the practical use of whatever I know with my skills. If I'm claiming that I have this skills, I know how to do it. And it also great way to showcase your skills in a way that you write some blogs, you write some projects, or you know automate some stuff that you do in your field. Whether it could be detecting something, you can write your own signatures, or like rules, I would say, various rule to detect any campaign, right? So that can be done. So those are the things that you can showcase in terms of blog or projects. So if you have those, I don't think certification is required, because your work speaks. But if you don't have such kind of like projects or anything, then certificate matters, because there are a lot of competitions in this field right now. Now, if you don't have some extra thing that other, like let's say 100 people are applying for one position, now definitely CV, they will use some sorting algorithm or something, like some keyword,
ATS
ATS kind of keywords to pick up that you have that kind of certifications
for
or
that role,
some skill set or something like that. So you can eliminate from that. But then if you have the practical knowledge and people know from that, okay, this is the tool that guy built, and everybody is using it, and people know that other people are using it, so it will be a word of mouth for you. And if you apply to a company, maybe the hiring manager knows you, so with just reading that CV, so you can get into the interview process. It is very easier, and I can tell this for sure because I have done that for like many times. Even for CloudSEK as well, SecurityZines was one of the project that I have worked on. That time it was for me a project, just it was for free only, right? That helped me interview here on CloudSEK, where It's not that I know the skills, but I know how to simplify present those concept and the cybersecurity thing. So yeah, my take would be, if you want to prove to yourself that you know better and beat the ATS system, then certification is good.
Okay. What about the events and conferences one should attend as a student? What do they get to learn from those? Have you attended any events or
Yeah,
conferences?
so from my, I guess, beginning, I would say, beginning of college days, I am part of various communities like GDG and the Google's group, right?
Yeah.
And Mozilla. There's a used to have Mozilla groups, but right now it's very inactive. Not sure, but then there are a lot of open source communities, tech communities. I was part of in my college local student clubs, as well as like international communities. From there, I just learned that uh, community community teaches you a lot of things. It's not only about the exact technology that you have to use, a skill set you have, but also it is very easy because you will get a diverse mindset of people. If you are interacting with them, you will get or build new perspective, and you will look at things differently. So that helps a lot.
That's a very important thing to note down, that practical things are very important than just a certification. Even though you take a certification, don't stop only to the certification. You should try to learn the practical skills, or if you just want to learn practical skills, you can do it without certifications as well. You can prove it through your work if you even don't have certifications. So that's how it works. Even though the market is competitive, you can show your work to get into the market. So let's move on to our next question, which is mostly related to your career, I may say. Like how important it is. Um, we say like soft skills for a person in the field of cybersecurity. Like you have teached many students, as well as you have Zines on your website, which helps students to learn, which is in written form. You have teached students in person as well. So how important it is for a person to have good soft skills?
Yeah. So I guess that's I didn't like I used to basically suffer in that way. I am not good at I'm not a people person, or maybe I'm not a good social
Yeah.
person that communicate with everyone. But then when started going into community events, organizing events, or talking to communities, it helps you to grow in terms of how to speak, what to speak,
Network with people.
Correct.
Yeah.
That helps. Second, we had like soft skill classes in my college, so that also helped me a lot in terms of grooming in such way. Third is what was the question again? Like the how
Importance
it
of
helped
soft
important.
skills.
The training also, like initially definitely I was scared of this thing, but then I told you, right, I used to interact with, like, the way I'm having conversation with you. Similarly, I was having conversation with all my juniors and all.
Juniors, yeah.
So once you will try to speak and whatever you know, try to explain, you will find new way to convey that thing. So that's very important in cybersecurity, or maybe in terms of whatever we do in threat research field. Like, you need to explain a report to the CISO who might not know the proper technical terms, or the CEO of the board who can make decisions based on whatever is happening with the organizations. In such cases, it's very important to speak to the point and whatever happened, why, what, how, and when. This kind of questions you need to answer.
Simplify that.
Yeah,
and-
simplify. So I believe, yeah, those are the things helps me to do that. But yeah, I'm not there yet that I can claim that yeah, I can do it very well. But yeah, I'm learning every day.
Yeah, that's very good point to note. So, coming to our last question, which is very important for anyone, any student who is watching, or any cybersecurity uh, person who wants to, any hacker or someone who wants to get into the field of cybersecurity. So, what advice would you give to students who want to get into the field of cybersecurity in the era of AI, where AI is taking over everything? Like, also you can take it as a question, like, uh, can AI replace or automate things in cybersecurity? What steps or how students should learn or prioritize their resources in the era of AI?
It's a good question, and
Yeah.
it's there are like in this industry there are various opinion, but I don't want to get into that controversy where will replace you or not. But then rather than we should look into things differently. How I can leverage AI
Yeah.
to do more.
Hmm.
That should be the mindset of any business.
Increase efficiency.
Yeah, increase efficiency, increase whatever you are doing, how you can on a daily basis use AI to leverage that thing. But also it's make sure that there, I guess there was certain studies says that if you are using AI and that helps like that reduce your brain power a certain limit or something, certain percentage.
Even I have
Thinking
heard about
power
it.
and right kind of.
Hmm.
But I also believe yeah that is the case. But if you are using AI without understanding,
Yeah, without having a foundation, it is very
yeah, so
harmful.
foundation is one thing. Second thing is the basic thing of cybersecurity cannot be. Maybe it can do your job. AI can do your job. If even if you don't know, you know how to do it. AI will do it for you. But then, as a beginner, my suggestion will be foundation of all the computer networks, uh, operating systems or architecture, and all the logic building should be there. You understand the logic. What is particular? Let's say you want to build some automation. You maybe some AI might give you good results if you even just explain that okay, I want to automate to find some directory listing from this URLs, right? Give me a script that will do a work for you, right? But then whatever they will do may be limited, or maybe there might be some edge cases that you might miss.
Yeah.
If you don't explain it to the AI, it don't give you, it don't return that.
Even if
point.
we explain it correctly, it hallucinates.
Yes, hallucination is there, but yeah, like AI might be stronger than more than ever, like gradually, but understanding of those concepts and like the basic foundation is very important, and then you can explore it or leverage AI or whatever you are doing on a day-to-day basis. But also learning AI, I mean to say you need to understand the technology AI, how it's working, because it's nothing but a system. It's an intelligent system, but then human intelligence is different because you have other context to it. Like some AI system maybe might miss some context which human intelligence won't miss context. So based on those kind of context, if you want to read it, you can exploit those AI system as well. So I guess the AI security researcher, which is a current role that is booming, and maybe if you want, like you like to explore, experiment with AI, that is the field you can go for. Rest, yes, it's nothing. I would say it's to worry about as a cybersecurity.
In the field of cybersecurity.
Cybersecurity, there are a lot of tasks can be automated, but See, the AI can replace you if you don't know AI. So AI need an operator. Be
Yeah.
the operator for that AI. Then only you will be sustained.
That's a very good point. So, what else you want to say? Like, if someone wants to get into this field, it was like we specifically talked about AI. So, can you just brief about mention the points like step by step, which will be helpful for anyone who is interested into this field, for getting into this field?
So what are the steps?
Yeah, steps. In the simple form.
Okay. So first of all, the foundation I'm talking about
Yeah,
is steps
foundation.
to be clear for the subjects. 4 subjects you need to focus on is one is like computer networks is very important. Understanding protocol and how it works and everything about computer networks. Second is operating system, and third one is database management system, because there are various database management system and you have to work with them as well gradually. And since this is the AI era, so you need to at some point of time you need to work with that, or maybe building logical queries. It will help you for MySQL, right? There are other queries like Elasticsearch queries and all. As a SOC analyst, it will help you. Going forward, you would have to use it if you are correlating something and all, right? So that will helpful. And fourth is any logical, like I would say, you need to create or study the logical reasoning behind the programming. Like you can start with one programming language, build your logical stream, logical skills, I would say. Like let's say you have to perform a task, write it as a programming form, but you need to understand the logic. What's the logic behind that particular task that you want to accomplish, in order to write it in as a programming language. You can use any programming language for that matter. So stick or learn a programming language and make sure that your basics is clear. Third will be consistency is the key. That means you need to, there will be a lot of frustration, there will be a lot of self-doubt, there will be a lot of anxiety and everything. It will be there, I guess, for every field it is there. But then you need to be consistent. That means you need to, maybe if you are learning some concept, be consistent enough to learn those concepts properly, and then do some practical use case demo, build your own labs, maybe write some projects or something. And then at the end of the day, it will be also helpful if you write a blog kind of thing. It also okay if you don't want to publish it the first game, but then save it somewhere so that you can have your own notes or understanding. So once going through a concept and then writing it in your own words will help you understand it more better. And fourth is like that blog writing and all, everything I told, right? So think like a problem solver. Like you need to solve a problem, but then you need to understand the specific problem that you are going to solve. Whether if you are as a pen tester, you are like, there are steps to test some web applications or API pen testing or any mobile application and all. But then you need to identify the issues. Like once you will repeat the process, you will understand it. Okay, you can improve some certain steps better way. So ask questions every time. Ask questions even when you are reading new concepts. Asking right question is a very important thing to learn more faster. So focus on those things and reach out to all the, definitely community helps a lot. So try to join the other free communities, like null is there, null community is there. There are communities, I guess, to the hacker something meetup, the hackers meetup, there was another chapter is there. There are other lot of bios was one of the chapter where they organize those kind of talk like presentations and all, where cybersecurity professionals comes in and share their any concept. Even students can also present.
Even I am the part of Hackers Meetup community.
Oh, nice. So that way you can also you will learn from those people, and you can ask questions directly to them once you'll have opportunity. So those are the, I think, like 5 or 4 major thing that if you focus on those areas, then it is like you don't have to worry about getting a job or anything, because everything will falls into right time and right place.
Okay. I totally forgot this, that a referral is one which works in cybersecurity. Then placements don't happen on campus, right? It is the general thing which happens in cybersecurity. There is no direct hiring happening. Like,
so yes, I guess it's because most of the universities or colleges doesn't even get to realize, in India I'm talking about, to realize the like I would say jobs, like how many jobs are there. And mostly the problem is they don't have particular category of cybersecurity thing. Practically they don't do in any colleges. They mostly teach the theoretical part, but then in real world you need to know the practical part, not the theory part. Some of the colleges started doing it, like they maybe organize CTFs and all, and maybe some companies who are based out of India, or like TCS and all, they organize some kind of CTF events to hire students from various colleges. They partnership with them as well. So that way anybody can get into cybersecurity field. They hire as sometimes system security administrator or security analyst. This is the 2 role they hire in from all the freshers every year. And from other, I guess, referral, I won't say that, but then staying in touch with the network will help a lot. Like if you share your work with their LinkedIn community, and even you present some talk to this community events, right? People will know, people will notice you, and if when you need a job or something, you can approach that I am looking for that job role, and if you have any opening, and then people definitely, they are also willing to help if they know that okay, you will be the right candidate for that role. And make sure that once approaching, I have seen a lot of beginners or freshers do this mistake, is they approach the professionals or maybe the guy who is into the field asking for referral by just, can I get a referral? It's very bad way to approach, because see, you understand, right? If you are working in a company and you have in your company there's a job role opening, you understand multiple people will reach out to you with the same thing. Now you don't know because you never met with that person. So always give him or her a background that you are this guy and you have this degree, and whatever background work you have done, any research you have, or any website you have built, or maybe your blog that you posted, those are the links or references. Draft a message, proper message. I'm not saying you have to draft very long message. This pointers that for that job role, how your skills will be fit to that particular role. Just simple 10 to 12 sentences enough for that. Then only send, and along with the resume. This is the will help you to get more response rather than that hi, hello, how are you doing. I believe this you shouldn't do with any professionals. I'm not talking about only cybersecurity, but in general any field that you are going, that's very bad way to approach. And people won't remember you at all.
They will think what it is informal, and they'll ignore the message as well.
So yeah, it's not about informal. It's not that okay, why I'm getting informal message, I won't respond. Like, it's not about that ego. You have that, okay, why is
They don't
hi,
have
how are you?
time to
It's
reply as
exactly
well.
like if something is not important. Hi,
Yeah.
how are you? It's not.
Not
I'm good. I'm doing good. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't care about answering those questions. Answer that, okay, I will. It's not a social media platform where you will do like Instagram chat, hi, how are you, and then you will expect a response that, okay, I'm good, what about you? No,
Yeah.
you have certain goals or target. That's why you are talking to that guy. If you don't have any target or anything that you mind that can guy do for you, then don't message him. Alright.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that you have to message to impress. No, nobody is right now in LinkedIn at least is not interested in that. There are people I know who do, but then it's not that place.
That was very important to note down. Everything we talked about is very helpful for anyone who is interested. So it was very good and informative talking with you, Anshuman. So thank you very much for giving your valuable time and having a podcast or interview with us. So it's kind of podcast thing. So let's wind up. Yeah, thank you very much for
Thank you so
joining.
much for having me.